in Part B of House Report 115-295. For what purpose does the gentleman from Georgia seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to offer my amendment number 92 to H.R. 3354, the Make America Secure and Prosperous Appropriations Act.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 92, printed in Part B of House Report number 115-295, offered by Mr. Austin Scott of Georgia.
Pursuant to House Resolution 500, the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Austin Scott, and a member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Georgia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this amendment would increase the appropriation for the Western Hemisphere Regional Security Cooperation by $10 million and reduce the appropriation for contributions to the international organizations by $10 million. These funds will be appropriated to the International Narcotics and Law Enforcement account and are available for 2 years. Thus, the State Department would have to obligate the funds within that time frame. Mr. Speaker, we lose between 4,000 and 5,000 of our fellow Americans every month to drug overdoses. This amendment reallocates $10 million to the International Narcotics and Law Enforcement account at the State Department. This will provide additional resources to combat the dangerous and illegal actions of transnational criminal organizations by supporting the efforts of the government of Colombia and enhancing regional security capabilities to provide training and technical assistance to partners in Central and South America. Over the years, Colombia has made continuous progress in abating narcotics trafficking through various eradication operations and law enforcement efforts. Between 2009 and 2013, Colombia trained more than 22,000 military and law enforcement officers from Central America and the Caribbean countries in security operations and human and drug trafficking interdiction. By increasing funding for training and assistance activities conducted by Colombian police and military forces, we enable Colombia to train even more regional police forces to function independently and efficiently. As it is here in the U.S., local law enforcement serves as the foundation for interdiction and counter-drug operations in Central America and Caribbean countries. Our strategic partnership with Colombia is aimed at producing both short and long-term results in regional security. Over time, Colombian training and expertise provided to underdeveloped regions regional police forces will decrease reliance on U.S. funding. Part of this progress includes the development of Colombia's rural police force, where a vast majority of narcotics are grown, produced, and prepared for export to the United States. Just a few months ago, I had the opportunity to visit Joint Interagency Task Force South and Southcom's headquarters in Florida to hear and see firsthand the challenges that migrant and drug interdiction within the Caribbean region pose on homeland and national security. I can tell you that it was an eye-opening experience, and I appreciate even more the work of our federal and local enforcement agencies are doing in interdiction and intervention. When it comes to stemming the flow of narcotics to the United States, a big part of overcoming the challenges we face is ensuring that our strategic partners have the support they need to continue their efforts to tackle these threats head-on. We must continue to support these efforts. They play a critical role in not only reducing the drug flow over our borders, but promoting stability and peace throughout Central and South America. Mr. Speaker, it's no secret that the United States faces a drug epidemic that touches all corners of our nation. This amendment is just one more contribution to a multi-effort, multinational approach to all law enforcement personnel involved in these efforts, as well as our allies in the region. Thank you for the important work you do in reducing the flow of drugs into the United States. To my colleagues, I encourage adoption of the amendment and reserve the balance of my time.